Let's take a look at the Storm Collectibles Karis Otoha action figure. So Otoha was the main character of Karis, a dark fantasy superhero OVA series by Tatsunoko for their 50th anniversary, though most people might know him as a playable character in the Tatsunoko vs. Capcom fighting game for the Nintendo Wii. Either way, he does not have that much merchandise, and I believe this is his first real action figure, and Storm Collectibles delivered a great looking action figure. All the details are there, he's got some really sharp points on him, so be careful, but they've done a great job replicating the look of the armor suit we saw in the anime and the game, and I couldn't be happier as a fan of that show. Storm did a great job capturing the look of his shiny blue eyes, reflecting the light really well, the red gem in the chest, and then the various shades of black and gray that make up the rest of his costume. He is a crow warrior, so having complete shadow is kind of the idea. They did a great job, and you can barely tell where the articulation cuts are, though that doesn't restrict his movement. Now, being a standard Storm Collectibles release, he is in the taller size class, closer to an 8-inch size, versus a more standardized 6.5-inch action figure that most of the industry uses. Now, posing range is not a strong suit on most of the Storm Collectibles I own, like the Darkstalkers ones, but they've done a great job to make it really work for Karis. Lots of great movement, lots of great subtle details that allow him to pose incredibly well, though be careful of the spikes. A lot of rubber overlays, but they feel strong and sturdy, like they're not going to degrade in a few years, unlike some other companies' attempts. So in addition to the standard arm gauntlets with these small spikes, you do get extra arm gauntlets with much bigger spikes, which is a nice included detail, though a little bit more menacing for the posing. So in addition to his pair of fists, he has a pair of open splayed hands. He has 2 pairs of gesturing hands, one's with 2 fingers extended and one with 1 finger extended, plus a handy pair of relaxed hands. He includes a pair of hands to hold the sheath of his sword. The sheath, of course, can store on his back, as we see in the anime, until he's approved to use his sword, and you do have to kind of squeeze it around the little clip system here. It's not exactly easy, but once you get it on there, it holds. And the posing range is strong enough you can simulate him pulling the sword from the sheath. Now, recently, a lot of swords will be separate handles that come off of a sheath, and then the sword will be separate, but in this case, it's an actual functioning sword inside a sheath. Plus, you get the shrunken sheath to fit on the back, as you would see in the show. Naturally, he does have a pair of hands to hold that sword, and I like that they are a smaller grip than the sheath handle. Plus, this is what I was talking about with the articulation range and the balance. He can balance up on one toe, as well as having the sword out, which is so cool. And then the cherry on top is a lightning effect for the sword for his final attacks and other cool poses. I've waited a long time to get a great figure of Karis, and this is it. This is really what I've been looking for so long. It's so nice to get it. If you're a big fan of the character and you can stomach the $100 price point, it's definitely worth checking out and definitely worth picking up. Subscribe for more videos like this.